he's there to paint the picture that it was a gang war going on, and that who the players will is, so they can confirm and identify and come down with this Rico probably after this case is over with. So do I believe that Butter may have had information? Yeah, but do I know that he said that because he know? Nah, I can't say, because I done heard people refer to this case as a Rico case, maybe mistakenly before. But do I believe it's a Rico case coming down? Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, for
No,
sure. C Hood, what up? What up, C Hood?
what's the word?
What
What's the
up? What up,
word?
Hood? What up?
What's the business, man? Shout out to the hoodlums, man. I came through, man. I brought a couple of people through with me, man. You'll probably see them in the chat and all that, man. The hoodlums came through. What's the word, though? How y'all feeling tonight?
Shit,
We good, man. How you?
Definitely pulled
Man,
up,
I'm great, man. I can't complain, man. I can't complain.
Hey, see, Hood, I want to say this before we start, man. I'm proud of you, dog. I'm proud of you, bro. Listen, you displayed all the characteristics of a stand-up guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's an unfortunate how situation to panned out, but you did what a stand-up guy's supposed to do for somebody that they got love for, bro. So from me to you, bro, you know what I mean? I'm proud of you. You know, I even feel like it kind of hurt you to a certain point, because you know a nigga don't like to believe that or see that from somebody they had love for. So shout out to you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. And for sure, you right, man, because the man had hella opportunity to tell me, you know what I'm saying, to tell me the truth, and he ain't do that, man. And then, you know what I'm saying, you get mad and try to go on a rant and start coming up with lies. Every lie you telling is contradicting what you've been saying. So now it just look like you a whole all around liar around the whole board. You told everybody I'm not getting on the stand. Like, we used to be on little group chats and shit, talking and shit. Man, all I did was a text message, all this shit. You telling us there's more people than me that, you know what I'm saying, you talking to. And they all like, man, we all like, man, this nigga lied to us, man. And then, you know, he talking about some, I say, bro, why you didn't tell me? He say, man, I tried to call you the night it came out. Why the fuck you gotta call me the night it came out? You supposed to been told me this shit, man. So that shit was fake. So I came out on some player shit. I just separated myself, like, you know, no beef or nothing. He go on the rant. He talking about my girl, my kids, got people playing with him. The man even sent my girl a text message with some crazy ass shit on Instagram saying shit, trying to cause a problem in the crib, but our shit situated. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
This ain't gonna be like the typical people he played with that was on this channel, man. I've been around you, nigga, and I'm up on game. I kept all my receipts, nigga, and I'm ready to play ball. You feel me? That's why he's screaming, I'm sending you to, I'm gonna make an example. I'm sending C Hood to jail. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, that's
he
what
said that.
Yeah, that man
Oh,
saying
hell no.
all on his platforms, everything. I gotta make an example, y'all. Yeah, my mind is my nine. All that shit. You feel me? I ain't going, man. Fuck that nigga, man. On everything. Fuck
My
him.
mind blowed right there, bro. I ain't know that guy. Damn.
Yeah, and then I got all my shit lined up, like, you know what I'm saying, my receipts and shit, just in case the nigga play with it. I just want, just leave me the fuck alone. Do whatever the fuck you gonna do, man. I ain't gotta be involved in that shit, nigga. Don't bring me up, nigga. But as long as you continue to play with me, nigga, I'm gonna troll your ass.
Right, facts. Now, let me know this, because, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to bring you up, you know what I'm saying, just to see your mind space when the shit happened and before. Now, before it came out, did you have a little, like, damn, he may be, or was it like straight up, if I don't see no paperwork, it ain't nothing?
That's how I was looking at it. I got to see it in paperwork, because they say a lot of stuff and all this shit. So I want to see it with my live and my own eyes. So, but then I'm getting calls from my guys and shit like, man, bro, you see this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got to watch that nigga, all this shit. So now I'm paying attention to it, and I'm with my girl, and we paying attention to it now. So when this shit dropped, I'm like, man, you see this nigga been lying this whole fucking time, man. And he had all this opportunity to say something and didn't. But then you getting on some tough shit with me and acting crazy because I don't want to fuck with you no more. Nigga, I'm cool. You can do your thing. It is what it is, bro. It's the whole thing, like, just wake. I was asleep when that shit dropped. I woke up to calls and all type of shit, seeing this shit. What the fuck? I see this shit, like, they, man, look at the Chicago, what's the name that's finna drop? You got to subscribe to it. I looked at it. Yeah, and so I happened to be going to Chicago that weekend. See, no motherfucker knew I was going to Chicago for a funeral. So while I was up there, I didn't leave to that Monday, which happened to be one of the days that he had to take the stand. So I went up there to the federal building and I seen him in there. I ain't stay for long. You know what I'm saying? When I went in there, he was talking about the DJU interview. He an entertainer and all that stuff, man, and shit like that. So I got up out of there. I seen it, but him seeing me see the shit, I know that fuck with his head. No, so now I'm trolling your ass now. You see what I'm saying? At this point, I'm trolling you now.
Right. So tell me this, because one thing he said people was telling him before this came out and stuff like that he got to watch Trenches, like, you know what I'm saying, basically, like, you know what I'm saying, watch your homie or whatever your homie telling. So you say, like, you from the rap too, so it's like it was never, like, for him to be working with the feds 18, 16 years, it was never word that he was snitching or anything like that.
Man, it was never no word, man. You know, you had whispers of niggas saying it like it's a possibility, man. That nigga be putting too much details in the stories and shit like that. So niggas was thinking like that, and come to find out now, it's more people hitting me out like, yeah, the nigga got locked up in 2015, got caught with some blows, and he tricked on the spot. They raided the spot and let him out of jail at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like all this shit starting to come out now. And I'm like, damn, why the fuck motherfucker ain't been reaching out and all this shit? Like, for him to previously been did this shit and worked on cases with them and nobody knew though. But you know who knew? THF Billa. He said people was reaching out to him and shit, telling him shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but he couldn't confirm it. So with all this shit going on and everything right now, because nobody, it's people was saying it, but we can't confirm the shit because we ain't seen it nowhere. And I feel like if dude then would have copped out and took that 55 years, we would have never seen. We would have never knew unless it was in a discovery or something. You know what I'm saying? But likely, if you take that 55 years, they probably put it in a deal, some shit in there where they hide the identity of the informant or something. You see what I'm saying? But this is how everybody got to see it, man, because he had to go in there and testify. You get a chance to face your accusers.
Do you think that's the reason why he been wearing that mask for so long?
Yeah, I believe that's the reason. Because I used to always be like, man, if you take your mask off, your shit gonna go up, bro. I used to be telling him, man, he never wanted to take it off. So shit, it was. I think that's the reason he been wearing that mask all this time for the last 2 years that I've been around his ass. I think he been on YouTube for the last 3. So for the last 2 years, I've been around his ass. I think that's the reason he been wearing that mask.
How do you feel about him saying that he did it for Duck? Do you believe that, or do you think it's ulterior motive?
Damn lie, man. He been doing this shit since 2006. They say he was doing it since 2008. He corrected them. No, I actually did it in 2006. I first told on the police officer. So he ain't doing it for no Duck. That's bullshit.
Right, facts. So tell me this, man, with Trenches news, with Butter taking the stand, do you think it'll be a RICO coming?
Man, I most definitely believe that some of the information that was given out gonna lead to people from the other side going to jail. They're gonna establish this RICO, and I believe that people gonna go to jail just like because they didn't testify. Well, Trenches didn't testify about no murders. He gave other information. You know what I'm saying? Butter, he told on dead people, but he also gave other information. Oh, why would you say this particular person gave this person a gun to hide and all this stuff and telling their name? This person's still around. Yeah, you gotta establish. I think King Yellow, him being questioned, all this shit coming out, that also play a role with him mentioning them boys and all this shit, man. You know, all them Fed motherfuckers work together. So I believe all they ass got jammed up in this shit, man. And these niggas been telling, man. And we would never knew if King Yellow would have never tried to suppress the shit. This how you know he bogus, because he was trying to hide the shit. You see what I'm saying? If he would just left it alone, nobody wouldn't even knew none of this shit, but him trying to hide the shit and panicking, that's what the fuck happened. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. I agree. So tell me this, before all this came out, before, you know, you and Trenches news went back and forth, before the snitching shit, what was Trench's News like as a person, as a friend? Like, is he really how he make it seem like he on the video? Like, was he really like that? Was he really like a street dude that, you know what I'm saying, that was feared? Was he this robber? You know,
when I first ran in the Trenches News, he was the stick-up man, and niggas in the hood knew he was the stick-up man. I was fucking with him on a partnership on some getting some money type shit. So they knew he was the stick-up man and all that shit. I ain't gonna say they was feared because it's a lot. It was a lot of shooters and shit over there in that area. So I don't know about him being feared, but he was known as the stick-up man. He was known as the stick-up man, and he's saying, oh man, they used to be robbing hoods till I came around. If they was robbing me, then why the fuck you ain't never tried to rob me? Come on, why are you the only motherfucker that came out with this story out of all this time? Cut this bullshit out, man. You the man, like, and then me being around him these last 2 years, we don't talk no street shit. We only talk about YouTube and money type shit. You see what I'm saying? We used to be on the phone contemplating on how we gonna get these numbers up on YouTube and money shit. We never talked about no street shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's why when he come with the, oh, I'm trying to do this civilian stuff, you know, I'm rocking with him because he ain't really talking about that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And shit, the whole time, nigga, this nigga had some other shit going on.
So do you feel like these guys that been in the streets and then like Butter, Trenches, and you know what I'm saying, J-Mane them, do you think they can become civilians though if they still glorifying the stories of the streets, if they still touching wounds that was, you know what I'm saying, from the streets?
That's what I'm like. I never understood why he always like, I don't talk about no murders and deaths on my page and shit because I don't want that shit leaking over into my life. So, but that's what he do. That's what he built this platform on. So I believe you got to close the door on that shit if you really trying to be a grown man and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't highlight that. What you highlighting it for? Highlight other things and show like this is the actions and reactions to some of the shit being in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? J-Mane wasn't really in the street. He was in the street, but he wasn't just no in the streets ass nigga. He worked jobs and all this shit. He know how to be a regular civilian. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't put J-Mane in that same type of category as them, as the Bud and the Trenches News. Because right now they attacking each other. You know what I'm saying? Under, oh, he gave 175,000. Oh, you established a RICO though. You see what I'm saying? Like they attacking each other right now. Y'all both been doing this shit. My question was, I was asking, I wanted to know, did they know that they both was working with the police? That's what I want.
Good question.
Right. So how could Trenches go at Butter if he knew he was working with the police too?
Because he never knew that all this shit was gonna come out. Trenches News went at several people calling them snitches and all that shit. Several people, man. And you know, like he ain't had nothing up under his belt. And shit, look what the fuck going on. 18 years.
So do you think, like, you know what I'm saying? Is he safe in Chicago?
Man, I don't think he's safe in Chicago. I think like right now, everybody like probably like the Feds still rocking with him because the case going on and all this shit. But you know, I don't believe you safe nowhere in Chicago. I ain't gonna lie to you. At any given moment, it can happen. You don't know who the fuck got a gun or what. You can be somewhere chilling on your way to church and some shit happens. So you ain't never safe, especially in no city like Chicago. Chicago big, but it's little. But it's a fast ass city, and niggas move around and do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying, in that city, man. So I don't believe he's safe, man. Not at all.
So how many days you sat in one day at the trial?
Yeah, I went up there the day that I was leaving. I ain't had nothing to do that Monday. I stayed in there. I was only in that bitch for 7 minutes. I came up there to see what I needed to see and get the fuck up out of there. So once I seen that, it was shit to my next destination before it's time for me to leave my city.
So tell me the temperature that was inside the courtroom and tell me from just the information that you collected from over time, what you think the outcome gonna be in this situation.
I think they gonna end up going to jail. I think they going to jail and they gonna do life. When I went in there, man, the nigga they was laughing and shit. He had them laughing. The nigga had the jurors laughing. The judge too, goddammit. No bullshit. He had them laughing. That motherfucker was in there on live. It was another blog in there, Ghetto DVD, man. He stayed the whole time, and I think he continued to go every day. You know what I'm saying? But he stayed the whole time, man. And that nigga had them in there laughing and shit, man. They asking him about the gun he had on DJU. He said it was a prop. Like, y'all got an expert in here. If y'all ain't got no experts, I don't want to hear. And he was talking to him like he talking to the people on this channel. Right. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. Like, that's why they saying it's a circus and all that shit. I never seen nobody talk to a judge and jury and lawyers like this. Calling the lawyer a goofy, like, see, man, that's goofy shit right there. You a goofy shit like that. Like, he was doing that shit in the courtroom. My bullshit, you not.
Hey, so my boy say he the motherfucking Michael Jordan of YouTube. Now, he said when he come back, he taking over YouTube. Like, tell me, do you see now? Because like I told people, I'm not, when I did my videos, I wasn't doing it to like try to, you know, destroy him or whatever. I'm just reporting. And, you know, do you see his channel, you know, going down, or you think they just gonna ride with him? Because I told my people, like, when you got a platform and you done reached a certain level, you can't really tear them down. Like, they gonna always have people that rock with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
What's the state in his platform?
I think his page still gonna be doing what it do, because he got people that's not in the gang life. They gonna relate to him and fuck with him. Right. But then the people that he lied to and you know, the real supporters that was just coming through to show love and shit, like, nigga, you lied to us all this time. So a lot of people navigating away from him. A lot of people leaving, a lot of people staying. You know how this YouTube shit. A lot of people find them entertaining and funny, so they gonna go over there just to see him say some funny shit and all that shit. Like, even with him dropping his videos, going live and shit, like, he getting a lot of people over there because they all want to hear what he got to say. See, he ain't being like King Yellow and Butter and them denying it. He embracing it. So that's gonna make the people fuck with him even more. If he would have came out just under the I'm putting niggas in jail, I'm telling type shit, I think he would have been, goddamn it, already at like 1 million subscribers. But while you lied and all this shit and built all this other shit, I think that shit tarnished your image a lot. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Now, I heard you say he should have just came and told you. So if he would have told you months ago, like, hood, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm getting down on him. I want justice for Duck, man. I can't take it. You know what I'm saying? What was your response?
I would have fell back. You feel what I'm saying? It wouldn't be all this shit. I wouldn't roll with you as much as I was doing, because I would have known you was in the wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right.
The nigga just lied. He a good ass liar, man. Like, a good ass liar, man. Cause he came on my page saying it was about a text message, and the whole time it was some whole other shit going on, man. And he been doing this shit. That's why I say it ain't for Duck. So I felt like he should have gave me the option to whether or not if I want to fuck with him. You feel what I'm saying? If I want to fuck with him, I could make the choice to fuck with him. If not, I could fall back. And we ain't got to beef for none of that shit. Nigga, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. Shit, it didn't have to go this way. But when you try to come bashing and think you finna get out on a motherfucker, nah, that shit ain't going like that, man.
Right. Because I look at it as, if he really was your homie, he at least should have let you know, because you never know if the feds keeping tabs on him and monitoring everything he doing. He putting you in danger on accident, even if, you know what I'm saying, he was.
And that's what a lot of people saying, like, damn, he lied to us, but damn, what about Hood? He studied talking about he your boy and he fuck with you and he ain't tell you nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He lied to you like he lied to us. So shit, I understand. They like, man, Hood, you really know the nigga. We don't know the nigga, so we understand how you feel. It's not on us. The people gonna feel how they want to feel, because how they, you know, how he move and shit. So I understand them bashing him and all that shit. This is what I said. I'm just gonna separate myself. I ain't got to do that. I know he fucked up. I ain't got to sit there and bash him on the internet, and I wasn't doing that. I just separated myself until the nigga came out talking shit, nigga. So now, you know what I'm saying, I kept all my receipts. I got a whole bunch of shit, man, I could drop and really fuck up his character, man. Just leave me the fuck alone, bro. On everything I alone, do your thing. I'ma do my thing, nigga. It is what it is. I can't help it that you the topic, nigga. You used to always say if you fuck up, I report. So now that's what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. So them text messages that came out, but supposed to be between you and him, they was real. Them was real text messages.
It was one group of text messages that came out that's real. That other shit, he made that shit up. Why you ain't dropped that shit in the first day? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why I gotta be a week or two before you drop that shit? Get the fuck up out of here, man. The first shit was I woke up that Friday to go to the airport and he had text my phone. My phone was off. So when I plugged it up, you know how you cut the iPhones on, the messages and shit pop up. It's a message from him. He say, hey, nigga, y'all can band up and go against me all y'all want, but I'm still gonna run this shit. You know what I'm saying? And all that crazy ass shit. So my whole thing, I'm still asking him, like, damn, fam, why you ain't tell me? You bogus. You see what I'm saying? He talking about all other shit in the text message. So I'm like, man, with this nigga, he ain't holding no accountability, man. So fuck him. And I'm glad I did that because he tried to come when he came out and said something. Oh man, you for the bald head nigga, you trying to act like you ain't know. You knew. But on multiple videos, you study saying, see, Hood ain't got nothing to do with this. I just played a video at this shit. You see what I'm saying? Hood ain't know nothing about this shit. Nobody knew what I was doing, and now all of a sudden you trying to do this shit. That's some whole ass shit. So that's why I'm going so hard on his ass, nigga, because you lied on me and then you tried to play me like a clown. You feel what I'm saying? So it's fuck that nigga.
And he ain't give a damn about your family, safety, or none of that.
He ain't none of that shit. Then you text my girl some bullshit trying to have us beefing, but go on your platform and you talking about my girl. But you texting me talking about, hey, I don't play that with my wife and my kids. You called my girl while you was on live. I never did no shit like that. You making that shit up so you could build up some fake ammunition to try to go, you know what I'm saying, on some beefing type shit. Nigga, I never called your motherfucking girl, nigga, on live. Nigga, I would never do no weak ass shit like that, nigga. That nigga, your location, I never drop. I don't even know where the nigga stay at. So why would I drop your location? He said I told them I was gonna drop his low and all that shit. But I found that where you stay at now, though. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never said none of that shit, bro. You putting shit out there, nigga, because you know you bogus.
Facts. So, I look, right. So he say he was doing it for Doug or whatever, right? But then now they say he got paid for this. So my thing was, I felt like, okay, he also said he got shot. That's why he left O Block. So I looked at it as he could have been doing it for revenge for when he got shot. He could have been doing it for Duck. Or since he been working for the feds, he know this case was a big case. So it was going to come with a big payout. Did it ever, the times that you was around him, I ain't trying to be in his pockets, but is he a nigga that got it? Because his defense is he never got the money and he been had money. So is he a nigga that got it, or you think it looked like he got a big lump sum from some other type shit?
I've been around him 3 times since I first started fucking with him in 2022, man. Every time we've been around each other, it's been on cameras, lives, all type of shit. And it's shit like when he come around, everybody got money. So we'll get something to eat. We putting it in together. It wasn't never no he just coming through acting like he the ball unless he wanted to do that shit. Like, oh, I got this, I got that. Y'all get the weed or something. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. He tried to make it look like, oh man, he come around, he just dropping the bag, doing everything and all this shit. When that's not really how it was, nigga. He tell the people like, you call me and be like, man, bro, hey Hood, let me hold 100. When I get paid, I give you, goddamn it, 200 back. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that, nigga. Keep shit real. The nigga running around here faking that's like, oh nigga, he sent somebody some shit of $11,000. They talking about Swipe just wanted to let you know how much he did for you. I say $11,000. That's bullshit, nigga. Where that shit come from, man, nigga? I look at our thing, nigga. We ain't exchanged more than $1,000 on Cash App, nigga. This bullshit, nigga. Fuck you done made this shit up at, nigga. Where my name at on this shit, nigga? Come on, man.
So he said he gave you 11,000.
Man, the man saying he did a lot of shit, man. Talking about he paid for my son's birthday party, Oh man, the nigga saying a lot of shit. First of all, my girl retired from the military. My girl got a bag. I got 2 jobs. And I get paid from YouTube. That's 3 incomes coming in, man. That nigga there, man, is a motherfucker. He the type of nigga be like, be on the phone with you, and my girl be right there. He like, I know little CJ birthday coming up. I'ma send y'all something, shit like that, and then try to make it look like a motherfucker needed something from him or something. Get the fuck up out of here. My son was born on his page. You hear what I'm saying? And then you got motherfuckers that's not even in the United States and shit playing with my kids and my girl and shit, nigga. But you talking about you don't want nobody to play with your family. What if I drop pictures of your family on the internet and everybody got to see who the fuck Nene was and the infamous Nene and shit like that? You forgot you opened your motherfucking your plaque up on live and you had your son do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, stop playing. What if motherfuckers highlighted and did all the bullshit that you was really looking for? You couldn't handle it. When Billa popped up at your shit, nigga, you moved the next day, nigga. The next day, nigga.
He popped up at his crib.
And Billa went out there and shot a fucking video right in front of his crib, nigga.
Damn.
And that nigga moved, nigga. And he wasn't on the internet for 7 days till I guess he found him a crib and shit. And Billa say he knew where the nigga was at when he moved. On life, Billa, man, Billa smart ass. Shout out to THF Billa. He a smart ass nigga, boy.
Shout out to Billa.
Shit.
Hey, so tell me this, man. Trenches News, if he did a public apology to you, and you know what I'm saying, he hit you up and was very sincere and say, bro, you know what I'm saying, my bad, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know whatever, blase squaze. I just want to put this shit behind us. You willing to, you know what I'm saying, amend that bridge?
Man, fuck that nigga, cause
straight up. That's what I was hoping you said, bro.
This shit right now is perfect. And right now it's personal on everything I love. So fuck that nigga, man.
Damn, man.
I ain't rocking and rolling with him, man. That nigga bogus as hell. You talk all this civilian grown man shit, nigga, but you a little scared ass little boy, man. And you be running around here. You need to stop that shit, nigga. Be a real nigga. Hold accountability, nigga. Stop making up shit, lying on people, nigga. Do your motherfucking thing, nigga. If you want to be a snitch or a police or whatever, that's cool. That ain't our business. Do your shit, nigga. But we gonna talk about it because it's YouTube, nigga. You can't stop no motherfucker from talking about what's going on YouTube, nigga. It's 20,000 motherfuckers talking about this shit, nigga. And you think you gonna pinpoint who you want to stop talking about it? You better go get your ass out of here, nigga. Oh yeah,
facts. So let's go back to the case, right? With this situation, right now, I know I heard what you said. I got your input. You think they all going to jail, but from what I'm hearing, it's a lot of evidence on a lot of them, but the least evidence is on Muwop. That I heard. You know, I don't know how true it is. Do you see at least one of them escape? Do you see Muwop escaping this, or you think if they find one guilty, all of them gonna be guilty?
See, the conversation of Tiffany, I said the conversation, but the testimony of Tiffany Huff, what that did was she placed Muwop on the scene, Zell, Muwop, and Los on the scene. Oh, they met me at the car dealership and we took the car back and I dropped them off at Edall crib over here at such and such spot. So she placed them with them. I think the nigga Kenny Mac, because his lawyers is the ones bringing up OTF and shit. He not BD, he GD, he already fighting the murder. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he gonna be the motherfucker to flip. They offered 55 right now. It's probably gonna go up to life, but I think he gonna be the motherfucker get 25, 30 years because he done helped and flipped over and helped them capture. They want the big fish, man. So this is why they trying to pin this shit and put it up on other motherfuckers, even though Dirk and them don't even fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? But they still trying to put it on them just off the strength. You got King Yellow. Oh, he the king of the BDs. He the head in the paperwork and say Dirk is the highest ranking BD and all that shit. Who the fuck told them that? Then you got King Yellow doing shit like that, man. This is what I'm saying. This shit all fucked up out here. It's all fucked up out here trying to be in the streets and all. Just rap, go home, take care of your family, do whatever it is you do, man. All that street shit, that shit is so dead and overrated, man. You gonna end up dead or in jail because a motherfucker done told on you. Either way.
Facts. So, do you think Dirk should be worried?
Hell yeah. If I was Dirk, I'd be worried like a motherfucker. You want to know why Dirk worried? How I know Dirk worried? Because he got Muwap a lawyer. He got Muwap a lawyer because the lawyer got to report to him because he the one paying and tell him what the fuck going on, who snitching, who doing this. That's why you ain't hearing nothing about Muwap making no statements and all that shit in there, because his lawyer telling him to be cool. You be cool, we'll try to get you an appeal or something, you know what I'm saying? But you know, just keep your mouth closed. Yeah, Dirk should be worried, man. Hell yeah, his name done came up too many motherfucking times. Your brother name, you got the Teasy nigga. He done set up everybody. Like, hell yeah, if I was Dirk, I'd be worried like a motherfucker.
Okay, so with this situation, right, you say Dirk should be worried. Now, damn, it just went, hold on. So, you feel Dirk should be worried in this situation, but do you think that when dude made that phone call, if D-Thing was alive, do you think he would be implicated in this case?
D-Thing would be locked up with their ass right now. Right now, they done told too much already. You gotta look at it too. It's another nigga finna go in there and testify. The nigga that was with the Teasy nigga who made the call. He finna go in there and testify how much that nigga hated Duck. My bad, y'all. How much he hated Duck and was jealous of him because the nigga was fucking his baby mama. You see what I'm saying? Like you get to looking at all that shit. This shit deeper than what the fuck. If you don't read that paperwork and all the details in there, you won't really know what the fuck going on. Like that's why like the Chicago Sun-Times and Tribune be summing it up to basically what the fuck happened the previous day in court. So you got to pay attention. You miss one day, you lost. You don't know what the fuck going on. You missing some vital information out this shit. For real, for real.
Facts. Hey, so FBG Butter. We're gonna go back to FBG Butter, and then I want your opinion on Big Mike. Now, Butter say he ain't get paid, right? And he said this in court. But Butter manager said that his mama got paid to relocate. But his mama say that she ain't get paid.
I heard that too, that he got paid to his mama got paid to relocate. I heard that too. I also heard that Butter got $10,000. You know what I'm saying? I heard that too.
So did you hear this from like Chicago Talk, or you heard this from a blogger?
I heard that from some Chicago Talk, not no blogger, some Chicago Talk, or some people who actually around the situation, familiar with the situation.
Hey, look at it like this here though. Do we know if Butter got paid? No, I mean I'm pretty sure some kind of record somewhere if somebody did dig for it. But knowing what we know about Butter, can you imagine his mama getting 20-something hundred to relocate, and he actually going on the stand and the one who giving the testimony, and him not saying, "Hey, look out for me too"? I think it's a little far fetched. But do we know if he got paid? No, but I'm just saying.
You got to look at it. His mama, he was living with his mama. His mama, he a single daddy. So if he in jail, his mama got the shouty and shit. So with all this going on, shit, he gonna look at it like shit. My mama got to be straight. You got to look at how Butter is. Butter always talking about his mama. When he hopped out in traffic to beat dude, that was for his mama. You feel what I'm saying? So he gonna make sure his mama's situated before anything. Oh yeah, because that's the type of relationship he got with his mama. So do I think it might be far-fetched, but shit, you can't put nothing past nobody in this situation.
Most definitely, for sure, man. You know, Big Mike home, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how, you know, tapped in you is with, you know, but Big Mike home, right? And Big Mike basically said that King Von people was trying to set him up on that murder. They was telling the police that he was the one that killed Malcolm, so King Von could walk. That's part of the reason why he told on Von. I don't know Big Mike. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know him, but just from your understanding, do you see Big Mike lying on something like that, or?
I don't know Big Mike either. I don't know him either. But from the situation, shit, I believe he told they said he told on two bodies or whatever,
Right.
while he was locked up. I believe that's how he got what he had, 28 years or some shit, did 11 or some shit. That shit came back. So you got to look at it. It be deals like that. And then is he coming around? Is he coming back? Is he working? Now you know you gotta look at all this shit like this, man. I hope dude ain't working. I hope he just getting out and finna start a family. Don't even go back to that shit. Just move away and start a new life. You got the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I done seen it too many times. Niggas get out and do the same shit. You see what I'm saying? So, man, I wouldn't even came home and did no interviews. I've been gone 11 years. I'm gonna stick around my family and get my mind right first before I start doing anything. I ain't gonna just jump off into this shit, because then while I'm jumping off into this shit and the feds is watching everybody, so you probably start fucking with the wrong motherfuckers and you wrapped up right back in some more shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I move differently, man. These guys, they younger than me, man, and they guidance ain't really, it wasn't never really there. So they be making some terrible decisions.
Okay. Now I want to ask you this question regarding Chicago. Now, Butter says it a lot, and I seen Tay Savage touch on it. It's telling on the dead snitching in Chicago.
I telling on the dead, you telling on the motherfucker who can't defend themselves. Like, I got homies who like, man, bro, if I died, bro, and you go through some shit, put the body on me. I got homies that done said that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I had an interview with Terrence Gangster Williams, right? And me and him chopping it up, we talking about it and shit. And I got an understanding around that time. Like, damn, he ain't it's snitching, but it ain't snitching because you ain't getting no motherfucker in trouble. You feel what I'm saying? A dead motherfucker can't get in trouble, but it still is considered snitching. But you just ain't get a motherfucker in trouble. So that was my understanding when I hollered at Terrence Gangster Williams in Chicago. If they could find a loophole and find a way to get home, they gonna run with that excuse.
Right. Okay.
I look at it like it's snitch. That's still snitching. It's still snitching. You just ain't get a motherfucker in jail. Ain't no motherfucker in jail and no paperwork. You see what I'm saying? So I guess you would be straight by if you live by the street code and all that shit, or whatever the fuck that means.
Right. Cause I see him say it a lot that, you know what I'm saying, he telling on dead and that's how they rock, you know what I'm saying? Then I seen Tay Savage say that if he died and one of his homies ain't put it on him, they're goofy if they don't, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
So,
that's like, I want to say that's the new era of the shouties, man. 30 and down, who, you know what I'm saying, really was thinking like that and shit like that. I ain't never really heard of this shit until now. It's really something new. You see what I'm saying? I never really heard of no motherfuckers doing this shit.
Right.
So it's something new to me. That's why I say it's with that generation from 30 to 30. How old is Yellow?
Shit, y'all about 30, mid 30s.
35, 34 years, from 35, 34 on down. Them type of people. Cause a lot of these people that scream these gang shit, this is another thing right here in Chicago. A lot of these people that scream these gangs and all this shit, man, if you ain't 37, 38, 39, I don't even really consider you a real gang member, because all the people who had spots to put you in the gang got locked up. So who the fuck told you you in the gang? Who taught? They don't know no paperwork nowadays. None of this shit, man. They just claim shit, man. So that's why I say the streets is dead. And if you looking and trying to be in that shit, man, you's a fucking clown, man. Cause all this shit watered down, man. This shit ain't real.
Right, facts. And one thing that I want to ask you, man, do you ever see Chicago the violence, like pushing the peace for real, for real? Do you ever see it stop?
I want Chicago to stop the violence. I do. I really do. And I believe it's other people that want it to happen too, but they scared to even push it and go around because the people that's around them. You got some people that hold vendettas. Oh, them niggas killed my cousin. Oh, the nigga who killed your cousin dead. Fuck all them niggas. We gotta kill some more of they ass. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
it be a revolving cycle that keep on going and shit like that. So, man, as bad as I want peace in Chicago, I just don't see it. I don't see it, especially nowadays. Well, probably now with this O Block shit going on and everything, we probably get some, after this case, it probably be some peace, and because they gonna remember the feds still around and they don't know who they finna snatch yet, but it's gonna turn right back up. The new year finna come, so we probably gonna have the new year coming. It's finna be tax time. You know what I'm saying? Guess February, March. I say about March. Everybody done spent that money up. They're gonna start doing the robberies again. And I think it'll be some peace for about 2 months, just cause some money coming with this tax season and this duck case. But I think it'll come back in a few months, man. I just don't see it stopping and going nowhere.
Right. Facts. So with this FBG duck case, man, just say if they be found guilty, RICO come. If the RICO come, do you seeing it with these guys pushing peace? We see Tay Savage link with FYBJ Maine. Do you see, like you just touched on it, you don't think so because such shit, but will it get better?
Yeah, because I think it'll be better because they coming and they gonna snatch more people. So a lot of niggas gonna be scared. Tay Savage just did all this time in jail. So for him to come out and be pushing peace, that's the right thing to do. Why come out and be hanging with niggas and you don't know what the fuck they been into? So you start hanging with them and you tie yourself to them. So he going about it the right way. You know what I'm saying? He going about it the right way. But I don't just think it's gonna be O Block and FBG. I think they're gonna come for all these motherfucking all these gangs in Chicago that's doing something right now. I don't just think it's gonna be FBG and O Block, them other gangs and neighborhoods and shit that's got names and shit. I believe them people gonna go down too. You know what I'm saying? With all this shit, it's gonna be a clean sweep. And this generation, it's gonna be a couple of survivors that missed that shit, but niggas gonna start looking at the younger generation, the 19, 20-year-old dudes. You see what I'm saying? The other niggas, I don't know what to call it, man.
So tell me this, if Wooski wouldn't have stopped rapping, you think Wooski would have been one of them ones? If what happened to Wooski would have never happened, you think Wooski would have been one of them ones in the rap game, or you think that was just that computer shit was just something that he did?
I think Wooski would have still been in the game rapping. I think he would have still been doing because he gained him a little name and a fan base.
Right.
So I most definitely think he would have still been rapping, man. I think that, a headshot, you still gotta recover. You probably won't never be the same. I got a little brother who had an aneurysm. You know what I'm saying? Never quite the same. He could recognize and move his hands and all this stuff, but he never got back to himself. He's still fighting for that shit. So just imagine a headshot. They all, man, he talks slow and all this, and why they keep interviewing him. He might be acting like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I just don't see nobody recovering from no headshot 100%. You gonna always, something gonna be wrong. When motherfuckers, your awareness and shit like that, you ain't gonna like being around people and shit like that. It's gonna be something that fuck with you that's not gonna allow you to be the person that you normally was.
Right. Fact.
I wanna touch back on Trenches for a second because I had subscribed to Trenches a while back and I used to listen to his stories because I was enamored by the stories that be coming out of Chicago that these guys was allegedly involved in. And the stories seem so real, they seem so true. And And now it's done came out that people say that he be lying and stuff. I know you don't know for a fact that you wasn't there with none of this stuff happening. But at any time when you was hearing him tell these stories on the internet, did you ever think like, how the hell he know all that? Or did you ever think that he was lying?
I used to be like because by him he put certain details. Oh, the car pulled up. It was a red car, had 3 rims on it, tinted windows, and you see what I'm saying? When he put all that shit in, you be like, damn, this nigga done told, but all the time he probably could have been saucing it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you never know. And then me hearing him tell the lawyers he an entertainer and all that shit, you know, so he might goddamn it be saucing it up. It might be 10% truth, 90% fiction or something. You know what I'm saying? It might be, but them his stories, he making them up, so we can't tell him he lying about a story that he got. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah. But I done heard him say some shit, man. The motherfucker talk about motherfucker shot me in the head. I got them and ran around, knocked all the chips down. I ran out the store before the nigga shot me. The nigga was chasing me. He say the nigga thought I was chasing him and he had the gun. Like you get to think about shit like that. Like, come on now, this sound a little bit extra or something, but the way he telling it and doing that shit, you be like, you put yourself and you be like, damn, I can see that happening. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then living in Chicago, no bullshit. A lot of shit that happened in Chicago be a lot of movie shit. Like you would be like, man, this shit happened in the movie. This shit really be happening in Chicago though. Like I've been outside, standing outside, motherfucker pull up in a Comcast, man. We thinking this the regular cable people. They hop out shooting. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. This the type of shit that go on, man. Like, so I can't, that's why I say I just can't put nothing all the way past. He might be telling a little of the truth and a little fiction put together to make it sound good, to captivate the audience.
Damn.
So yeah, though, man. That nigga there, though, man, he a dangerous individual, man. Anytime he, you know, you can play gangster and police at the same time, man, you know, you dangerous.
I got a question, C Hood. Since we know what's done happened as far as like it's done came out that he is cooperating, he done been on the stand, we done seen that. What do you think his end game was with being your friend, knowing that at some point this stuff was gonna come to the light? You know what I'm saying? What do you think he thought was gonna happen with you and his friendship, knowing that he hadn't told you and knowing that you was gonna find this out? What do you think?
I don't think that he never thought them niggas was gonna take this shit to trial. He thought them niggas was gonna cop out and that shit was gonna be over with. He didn't think they was taking this shit to trial. And when they took it to trial, that's when he started, you know, you gotta start listening at the messages he said. When I go to jail, I don't sit in there. Shit, fuck, I'm sitting in there. I go in there and cop out. He started saying shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And what you sitting down for? What you waste? Might as well get your time and get so you can get an out date to come home and shit like that. And it's all started to add up to me. Like it was like he was trying to send a secret message to their ass. Just cop out. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Right. And shit like that. Take an appeal or some shit or something like that. But I just started paying more attention to the things he was doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, nah, they ain't seem right like that. That what the fuck he move like this and do that? Nah, come on, man. And just watching this shit, like when the shit first happened, right, with the MW shit, I go live. I'm on my page. This nigga ain't go live for a whole week or two. You hear what I'm saying? Right. They all coming on my page going crazy on me. So now I'm taking all the slack that he's supposed to be getting. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm still going live every day dealing with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So shit. And I'm like, man, I called a nigga like, damn, bro, why you ain't going live? What the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? And shit, he started going live after that shit. Like, you feel like he let the shit die down, but I had to fight the shit off by myself for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Shit that he did.
So it was never a situation with his mama?
He did tell me now. That's me, my boy Boss Rob, and Ray Duck. He told us we used to be on the little group chats and shit, and his mama was sick at that time. His mama was sick, but I don't know if he was with his mama though. You feel what I'm saying? Like even when after that happened and talking to him, he never mentioned his mama again. You feel what I'm saying? He never mentioned his mama again after none of that. So, but I did see like she was healthy. and had meat on her body, and the picture that he sent us, you know, you could tell that like she was sick and stuff. So for real, for real. I hope he ain't the type of motherfucker to lie and say no shit about his mama, but he did have a picture that he showed us like, man, my mama in the hospital. I be having to go up there with her and shit, saying that shit. But you ain't staying in the hospital the whole time. You go live and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You could do something around this month. I'm quite sure you wasn't up there the whole time.
Right.
On the real. So yeah. He did say that shit though, that his mama was sick. He showed us pictures and shit. Like we seen a picture she had on some hospital shit laying in the bed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened with that shit. That's one thing I ain't gonna sit there. If I'm gonna call it how it is. If I feel like it's a lie, I'm gonna tell it's a lie. But if that was the truth, that probably was the truth and a lie. You hear what I'm saying? So hell yeah. But he did send that picture out saying his mama was sick though.
Do you think he on a mission to get individuals that he want to get locked up, or do you think it's just done took a life of his own, and being that he allegedly done got paid for his services, do you think that the money is the motivation for him to keep on pursuing this course of action towards certain people, or do you think he like got a vendetta against certain people and he like, man, you know, I'm finna get him up out of here, or maybe both?
I feel like this is his opportunity right now. Since he done got caught with this being a snitch and doing all this, what he gonna do is he gonna run all the way with it now. He gonna stick it all the way out. I'm against the violence, you know, I'm for the kids. He gonna run with all that right now because that will only be the best thing for him to do with his platform. But I just don't see him constantly talking about these stories and death and all this shit. But if you really trying to be an advocate for peace and all that shit, you got to change your whole platform and everything, the way you blog and all that shit. If you really coming and trying to do something for the peace, maybe this is opportunity right now to show them that he for real with it. He looking at it by him being the type of person he is. Oh man, people gonna start rocking with me and navigating to me and looking at me like I'm a hero. A lot of people ain't gonna fuck with me, but a lot of people is, because they gonna think I'm I'm a retired gang person that's tired of this shit. So he looking at it as a money grab and, you know, attention fame. You know what I'm saying? He wants some attention from this shit and he want to be big. And shit, what way to be big right now? You the biggest, you done tricked on this O Block case, and now you pushing this narrative to where you for the kids and you tired of this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I believe he got an opportunity to be big, but I don't think he can be big living in Chicago.
Did he ever do anything for the community? Because sometimes he's, you know, allude to that he was, you know, helping the community. Have you ever seen him do anything positive, like, you know what I mean, like giving back and things of that nature?
Oh yeah, he got a video on his page where he went downtown and he was passing out 20s and $100 bills to the homeless people and stuff. I seen him do that. That was the only video I seen him do. I ain't never seen him get up and go feed the homeless or get them clothes and stuff. He say he do that, but on his YouTube page, probably 2 summers ago, he went downtown and the homeless people, he was passing out money and shit. They was following him around. Oh, he's real. He's Jesus, the Messiah is here. They was following him and shit, saying he was out there giving out money. Will Mike say he a head leader of Parkway though? Do you think his ass gonna go back? Man, if his ass go back, he deserved to be in jail, man. He deserved to be in jail. Why would you say you the leader of some shit with all this shit going on? That's why these people don't come to they telling J-Man don't come to O Block and do nothing with the whoops, and you gotta ask me, can you come, like you the leader and shit? Like y'all come on, man, think about what the fuck going on, man.
Right.
The day Trenches News was snitching on the stand, one of my homies called me who stay in O Block. He like, look at this shit. And he flipped the phone around. And this goddamn it, trucks, unmarked trucks riding through O Block, 20 deep. They 20 deep. He like, man, they looking for motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? So they gonna snatch motherfuckers and all this shit, man. My man showed me this shit. So I know they still down there riding and looking for motherfuckers. People making themselves a part of this shit just by claiming this shit and doing this shit. And then the motherfucker who from O Block, but he got the OTF, he put OTF Lil Dave. That's what he said. Well, he used to be in O Block. He used to be their send-off man. He gave a lot of information too, even though he tried to take back his statements and fuck they shit up. But you already gave this information and testimony to the grand jury. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts. So do you see because since the shit that's going on, because like Mike said, he told them like don't mess with his brother type shit, you know what I'm saying? And supposed to be black squad. Do you see Mike going to the other side? Because he also said was in his interview, he said niggas ain't think I was coming home. And they thought that I was gonna be an old man, so I can't do nothing to him for what they did to my brother. So do you see him going to the other side and or just being neutral and just getting?
I don't think he'll go to the other side, but I think he'll ride with his brother under the family. You know what I'm saying? Act like that. But at the same time, if he was to do that, then he fucking dumb as hell. You just did 11 years. You just came home. You doing interviews on some of the biggest platform, one of the biggest platforms in the world. And you don't think the people gonna be watching you trying to figure out what you on? That's why I say, man, you gotta lay low and stay cool when you first come out of jail. You just jump out there thinking you know what's going on, you're gonna end up right back in jail. You got to get an understanding for what's going on and see what's going on. Like all the time he in there, he probably stressing, losing people. His brother done got shot. So it's a lot of things that's going on in his head. And his mind and his train of thought probably wasn't right. He ain't capable of thinking right. So I just feel like him coming right now, he can get his money on the interviews, but I feel like he just jumped out too early.
Now we see Lizelle Summer. He just went back to jail, getting caught with a switch and guns, and they trying to say that they robbed somebody
in New York, a jeweler.
Right. Now this like the second time that Lil Zay done been knocked off with these switches and guns with the same people damn near. A lot of people saying if Lil Zay get out right now, he's snitching.
If he get out, man, him and Trench's News teammates. I'm dead serious. If he get out, they that nigga working, man, on everything I love. I just don't see him getting out. And then you in a position where you could change your life and you just want to be a street nigga so bad, man. Some niggas just be so smart that they dumb. You want to go to jail. Nigga want to go to jail, man.
Right.
A young dummy, man. That dumb as hell, man. Why would you rob a motherfucker in your car, though? And then, they saying Zay Osama brother was one of the motherfuckers who supposed to had be tricking and doing all that shit. So this whole situation crazy, man. When you get to look at that and all this shit, man.
Right. Now, I do want to clear that up, right? It wasn't Lil Zay Osama brother that was snitching.
Yeah.
It was his homie, his brother homie.
His brother homie, okay.
But he do call the other little homie brother too.
His brother
too. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was that situation. I put Lizelle Summer in the category with your boy Lil TJ. Now Lil TJ been caught 4 times
in New York.
In New York now. How the hell? And we know they zero tolerant.
Remember Plexico Burris played with the Giants and shot himself and had to still go to jail. Like, come on.
I think he did 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Hey, man, listen, man. These niggas ain't right. I don't know. No 4 times. Come on now.
In a year.
I said that shit. Like, New York don't play like that, nigga. They taking niggas to jail for having a 38. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas be getting stabbed and shit out there because niggas so scared to carry a gun and shit because they don't want to go do all that time.
Right.
Yeah, man. These niggas, that's why they be dancing in the videos. They got them old ass Clint Eastwood guns and shit. They ain't trying to have that shit, man, out there, man.
Now, with pushing the piece, man, do you think that shit is for real? or you think that shit that they just doing it for the clout, man?
I think it's certain people that's doing it for real and certain people doing it for the clout. Like the people who lost family members, brothers, and they willing to sit down with somebody from the opposite side and talk, that's a person that's doing it for real. But somebody who ain't lost nobody and you, oh man, Breezy, we can sit down and do this for the peace. You don't even got no beef with them. You hear what I'm saying? So that's clout shit right there. It's a lot of that shit that's going on, man. You could pinpoint who really for it and who really ain't. Like I say Tay Savage. Why him saying he won't even sit down with Dutchy and holler at him, that's a real peace. That nigga really trying to push peace, man. He know the streets over with and dead, man. He been locked up all this time. Niggas probably ain't sent him nothing. Now he in the best position of his life the first year of him getting out of jail. Come on, man. You think he'll be a fool if he let these niggas who possibly finna go to jail dictate his motion?
Facts. What you think about Memo 600 and Ruger? They supposed to was gonna sit down, but for some reason it was a hope in their little situation. But
yeah, I was supposed to be there for that. It was just the wrong timing. You know, certain events popped up at the wrong time. It'd have happened though. You know, actually, Memo 600 from my neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? So he like one of my, I ain't gonna call him no little homie because you know that be feel. I don't want nobody like he be belittling nobody, but I'm older than him. And they was the guys that was younger than us. We didn't call it 600 at the time. It was called Hey. It was on 59th and King Drive, and they was the shorties that was coming up under us. So yeah. And I'm cool with Ruger Daddy, Big Les. You know what I'm saying? So I was hollering at him, man, and we was trying to get it together because me being over there from the same area he there, and then him coming and shit, you know, we try to make sure everything peaceful and right and done the right way.
All right, now for the people that don't know the situation and why that's a big deal, could you explain to them like the alleged story to
allegedly both of their brothers was killed by somebody from each other neighborhood. Memo 600 brother was allegedly killed by somebody from Ruger neighborhood. Ruger brother was allegedly killed from somebody from Memo 600 neighborhood or something. Allegedly, I don't know this for sure, but this is what you know was saying. So for them two, that's direction. They actually beefing, and in the blocks only 2-3 blocks away from each other. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that would have been way bigger, and it seemed like it's more realer because it's been a lot of shootings and dying going on in that area for a long time. Since 2010, I think I went to the joint in 2010. I got out in 2011. So from 2010 it started, and to now, it's just been going crazy as hell in the city. Like just imagine every weekend, 32 people getting shot and 4-5 casualties since 2010. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people that fucking died. A lot of people done got shot. And then every time I go to Chicago, I'll be in, what's up with bro? Where he, man? You know they killed bro. Damn, what the fuck? You hearing shit like that. Damn, they killed him. You don't even do shit. That nigga work. Oh, they tried to rob him for his car and all this shit, man. It just all type of crazy ass shit. Every time I go there, like, and every time I go to Chicago about 4-5 times out the year, man, you know what I'm saying? I always go back to the crib and shit, but it just be a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? It don't be shit to do no more. Like it used to be a fun place, man. I used to go to Chicago, I could stay there 2 weeks or a week or something, man. After 2-3 days, I'm ready to go back home, man.
I'm
ready to go back home.
I don't mean to cut y'all, but what do you think? Because from us on the outside looking in, you know, the question be, why do they stay there? With all of this stuff going on, why do they stay there? In your opinion, why do you think people stay in that type of environment?
A lot of people don't know nothing else but that environment. A lot of people scared of change. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker, if you selling drugs, you making $300-400 in 3-4 hours, and then you get your check for 1 week, and your check only $400-500. You made this in a day. So hell no, I'm gonna stand out here and sell these drugs. If they stopping me from making 25-3500 a week to only making 500 a week working a job, I'm gonna stay down here and stick to what I know. So niggas be comfortable with them areas and shit. Like, you don't gotta move out of state. It's suburbs and shit like Chicago minimum wage. I was up there, man. I seen some shit at White Castles, $17.25 an hour. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, you can that's a decent way of survival, especially if you got a partner who's willing to do the same thing. Y'all put y'all money together, y'all could be a deadly combination. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
People just used to the street life, man, and they just scared, man. Like, I had a lot of motherfuckers, bro. I came down here, oh man, bro, and they come down here, they don't want to leave, bro. When it's time to leave, bro, they be looking so sad. Hey, help me find a crib out here, bro. They don't be wanting to leave, go back to that shit. Like, soon as you get off the plane, the depressing shit, you can feel that shit in Chicago. You finna have fun. Right. You know you finna go kick it and do whatever you finna do, but it's like, while you riding to go do that shit, you see how the fucked up the city look, abandoned buildings and stores and shit. Now you get a depressing feeling just for even being back in the place that you come. This your home. You come here for comfort and to relax and chill, but how could you chill when you got all this madness and shit going on? Right. You gotta have a more. You ride, you looking over your shoulders, and gotta have tinted windows. Gotta have a gun just in case you might look like somebody. All type of crazy ass shit. And just imagine you coming from working 2 jobs and you going up there now. You gotta switch into gangster mode. Got a gun, riding out, doing all this extra ass shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, that shit. It ain't worth it no more, man. It ain't worth it, man. And I hope motherfuckers wake up eventually.
Facts. So, back on Chicago real quick. Tell me this, man. With the kids. Like, we see, and it's not just Chicago, but for some reason, the internet is infatuated with Chicago. You know what I'm saying? With the kids, what you think forced the kids, the youth, to jump off so early? Like, is it a situation? Because, like, I'm gonna be real. Like, in Florida, you know what I'm saying, and where I'm from, it go down, but we kind of like damn near protect the kids type shit. Like, the jits ain't really gotta.
Y'all had leadership. We don't got no more leadership in Chicago. Everybody gone, dead, or in jail. So they gonna fend for themselves. Ain't too many niggas could take a punch in the mouth no more. You know what I'm saying? There used to be fights and shit. You'll fight a motherfucker every time you seen them till you won. You hit a motherfucker now. Hell no, you ain't finna punch me in my mouth, nigga. I'm finna go get a gun. I'm finna shoot everything up around this motherfucker. I done seen it happen. I seen a motherfucker get punched in the mouth, run home, make a status on Facebook. It's over with for everybody's. And the next day, that nigga turned to Bishop. He was shooting and doing shit, going crazy. So it ain't no more leadership. You used to get fucked up in Chicago if you did something without permission, especially if you was gang related. You see what I'm saying? It was all type of shit. Niggas will fuck you up. You stealing, motherfucker slam your hands in the trunks or beat your shit with hammers. Or it was real shit going on. Like, they call them DPs. We used to call them violations though. This he bogus, so he got to get what he got coming. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfucker got you. It used to be structure. There's no structure no more. So these kids just going crazy, doing what the fuck they wanted to do. Back then, if you killed the motherfucker without permission or shot somebody up, you could lose your life because these people could come retaliate and kill somebody innocent. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So with no structure, it's gonna create chaos.
So what you think happened to that though? Like,
the feds came in and took everybody to jail. The feds came and took everybody to jail. And then you had all the wannabes trying to step up and act like they doing this and shit when they wasn't getting no respect when the real niggas was out here. So now you got the wannabes who fake as fuck And the shorties coming up looking at the wannabes and shit. That's how you got a whole generation full of fake motherfuckers and all this shit because they grew up by motherfuckers and was raised by motherfuckers who ain't real they self. So how could this motherfucker who fake as fuck show him any real qualities? This nigga don't go home, don't take care of his kids, don't do none of that shit. Like, come on, man. My niggas used to hang together, man. Bro, why you ain't got your shouties? Go get your shouties, man. What the fuck wrong with you? We used to do shit like that. They nigga know they motherfuckers ain't seeing their kids in 2-3 months, nigga, and ain't saying nothing, ain't calling them out on this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just all fucked up out here.
Right, for sure. Go ahead, Marita.
No, I was saying, have you? Because I get the sentiment that you definitely is for pushing the peace when you say that you were supposed to be involved with that situation with Rugen them. Have you led any of the young men out of that lifestyle? You know, maybe some of your kin people, your little cousins and stuff like that. There, have you been successful in getting any of them to, like, you know what I mean, change the way of thinking and try to do something better with their life?
Man, I tried when I was up there, you know, I had jobs and shit too. Not only was I in the streets, but I keep me a job though. A check stub get you a long way. I learned that at an early age. Plus I had when I was 15, I had my first son. So I had to goddamn it get a job and sell drugs and shit like that. So with that situation, I just look at it like, man, people gotta be willing to want to do something. You got to be willing to want to do that shit, man. And a lot of people just look at this easy shit, man. They don't know about the grind and working for shit and doing all this shit because they so used to the everybody want a shortcut. Take the shortcut or take the cheating route. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of just grinding it out. I think grinding shit out like that build a nigga character. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what you capable of and what you not capable of. So for sure. It's just also a grinding out process, man. You got to grind this shit out, man, and stick with it. A lot of people don't stand on shit because they ain't got no foundation, man. They don't even believe in shit. And how could they believe in shit if they don't know shit? Everybody lost, man. Want to be the rappers and all this shit, man. It was cool to be yourself. It was cool to be yourself. I always like to stand out, be my own self. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go hang with niggas. Niggas want to hang with me. That's how it's supposed to be, man.
Facts. Now what's a lake? And same game say, let me go back to
Lake to the lake.
He say, ask him how he would help get niggas off lake. What's lake?
Lake is downtown. It's like you talking about Lake Street where the homeless people be at. But I still didn't answer Moretta question.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
I used to try to help them with jobs and shit. I got a couple of motherfuckers jobs and shit at my establishment. So I was working at niggas coming in there stealing bus pads, cigarette lighters out of girls' purses and shit. Like niggas didn't want to help each other. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't want no help. So I done put my name on the line. You come here stealing a bus card and some fucking cigarette lighters out of this girl purse. Come on, man. You don't even come back no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was helping motherfuckers. I done tried to give them that route and all that shit, man. I did that shit, but niggas don't want that shit, man. And when he say lake, I think he talking about lake downtown. That's it's a street, but it be like a lot of homeless people and shit like that out there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like every city, we got a lot of the homeless reside under bridges and stuff like that downtown and stuff. You know how it be. So that's what I think he was talking about.
Okay, for sure. Man, listen, I've been seeing a lot of people say that you know what I'm saying, you give advice, and you know, before I hit you up, I check in with your page every now and then, you know what I'm saying, and you know, see
man,
what
say something. Now you can come through, pop on. I'm a player, man. I don't do all that blocking people. Like I had to separate myself from a lot of that shit because how could you block somebody for having a different opinion of what you got? Right. That's not about, you know, that how you gonna build your page and do so. I had to start moving different. You ever come to my page, say something, you get acknowledgement, I'll bring you up, I rock and roll, I network. I don't be just, you know what I'm saying? I network, man. And that's the thing. I always took chances. You know, there's a lot of people rock with me and fuck with me. A lot of people was fucking with Trenches News off the strength of me, even though, and a lot of people stopped fucking with me just off the strength of Trenches News, but they coming back now and all this shit. You see what I'm saying? So I always be a nigga that network, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not no selfish, get the light, all that shit, nigga. I know how to sit back and, you know, wait my time for shit. And shit, I'm just a patient dude, man. I'm real patient and humble, but I can get on some bullshit, as y'all seeing now.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I've been watching your page, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I do, I sit back in the bushes and watch until I learn the person, you know what I'm saying? Or I come with us however I think this person is, and then I, you know what I'm saying, may say something in the chat or hit them on the back end, you know what I'm saying? And just let them know, like, I fuck with you.
Yeah, you remember you was on the live with me, the CEO, and Big Wani and Ghetto DVD. Ghetto DVD was trying to question me. Oh, where you from? Nobody don't know you, nigga. Nobody know you. Everybody know me. And Big Wani called a motherfucker in O Block, and the nigga, oh man, I know that nigga. He good, dude. He couldn't call nobody. You see what I'm saying? So I just really be on some player shit, man. I don't got to be all out here like I came out. I know all these niggas and all this shit, but I didn't come out riding their coattail. I came out introducing myself and being myself. And then the bonus is that I actually know these niggas too. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I was around that shit and doing this shit for real.
For sure, man. I appreciate you coming up, man. You know, you welcome anytime, man. I like to tell my peoples too, you know, I don't care if, you know, some people rock with people who they don't like, or, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I'm neutral. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, you welcome anytime. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. I slide through and rock with y'all, man. I'm a player, man. I don't be on that, man. I come through kicking and rock with y'all anytime, bro. Just
we definitely pull through over there and rock with you too, bro.
Oh, for sure, man. You more than welcome, man. More than
welcome.
Appreciate y'all having me on y'all podcast tonight, man. I don't really got no message, but just keep your eyes open, man. Be aware, man, of what's going on around you, man. And I got a little you know, I got the Trenches News disc dropped.
This song, yeah, I see you talking about it.
Yeah, I got that. I say one of the lines was, you say it's about a text message, but you lied. You a spy and you working for the FBI. Oh, my mama. I think I'm gonna put that as the intro for my song, for my channel, man. I'm just for the troll this nigga the rest of the way. And I'm still I rise, man. Still I rise.
Straight up.
For sure, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. I'm finna get some food on my stomach and chill out, man.
Straight up. Shout out to C Hood and shout out to the Hoodlums, man, for coming through and rocking with us, man.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure, man. For sure.
For sure.
Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to C Hood, man.